So, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, my name is Lolita. I just wanted to thank you for joining me here today. I work with Urban News, and we absolutely love to highlight Black excellence. And so we are so happy to speak with you today. How are you, Renika?
I am good. I'm feeling well rested today, which has not been the case. I have not been sleeping. I don't know what's going on in the air, but slept good last night.
You know what? I actually had the same thing. I don't know what's haunting me or something, but 3 a.m. I am up thinking,
Right?
and I'm on Fashion Nova. I'm doing this, but a bunch of stuff
No,
that I do not need to do.
once I look at my phone, it's over. That's why I'm like, don't open, just close
Yep.
your eyes. But once I look at my phone, it's over. It's like 5 a.m. And then I'm like, oh, I should go back to sleep.
Yeah, happens to the best of us. And you know what I do at 5 a.m. as well? I be binge watching your show, of course.
I love that. Okay, I'll accept that. That's okay. That's okay.
It's okay for me to do that. Yeah, so Renika, I just want to, before we jump into your role, Willow, I would love to just learn a little bit more about you. Let us know who you are.
Wow, who am I? Well, I've always been an artist ever since I was little. I loved storytelling and I loved bossing my friends around on the playground. I would like tell them to do things. I didn't know I was being a director, but I would like write these skits and I would like, make everybody do them. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm bossy. I'm a Scorpio. I think that's where that comes in. If you
Uh,
don't love Scorpios, I'm sorry. I am.
I love them all.
Okay. So like yeah, theater has always been a part of my life. I started doing theater when I was about 12.
Mm-hmm.
Always wanted to do TV, so I'm really happy that it is finally happening. But yeah, I'm a storyteller at heart. That's who Renika is.
I love that. So, I know that you are a series regular on The Sex Life of College Girls. Now, your character name is Willow, and we already know that HBO is the home of shows like Euphoria with like sex scenes and a lot of raunchy scenes. When you first got the call back for Willow, were you hesitant to take this role?
I'm not gonna lie, like literally, I was like, the sex lives of college girls. I was like, this
Hmm.
sounds like a bit much. But then when I read the script, I was like, no, this is like, it's funny. Like, it's like the awkward sexual encounters that you like that happen in college. You know what I'm saying? It can also be about
Absolutely.
like when you're not having sex, that's a part of your sex life, the non existent part. So it's just like when I read the script, I felt way more comfortable because it didn't seem as raunchy as it sounds. Because my mom definitely called when I told her I booked the role. She was like, what am I going to tell the people at church? I was like, you tell them that it's called the sex lives of college girls. And she was like, but that word. I said, okay, just say college girl, whatever. Just say college girl. It's fine. But I think a lot of people have realized like it's not as like intense as it sounds.
Absolutely. It definitely has a lot of comedy in it. I will say that I actually started watching the show on a Delta flight.
I
On
love
a
that.
Delta
We are
flight.
Delta. Okay.
So I was just like, oh, let me find something to watch. And all of a sudden I just like kept going and going. And then, they're about to pack up. I was ready to get off the plane. I'm like, damn, I gotta get HBO now. So you guys caught a fan from Delta.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Nice.
Now, is there something that I guess like when you first went to the producers and the writer of the show, you were like, okay, I'm absolutely not going to do this because again, this is the sex life of college girls.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I definitely wrote out an entire list of the things that I was not going to do. So Tiana Paris is like a mentor to
Mhm.
me. I'm very grateful for her. And I don't know, it was just really nice to have somebody who's like been in the business and knows like you have to be specific, you
Yeah.
have to set boundaries, and that's more than okay. Like, stand in what you believe that you want from your career. And so I made a list, and they looked at me and they were like, we weren't going to ask you to do any of those things. And I was like, when do you want me to start? Like,
What is one thing that was on a list and you were like, absolutely not? Like your mother said, the people at church is not having it.
no, I just didn't want to be, I'm not there yet, and I may never be there. I just didn't want to take my clothes off. Like, I just don't. I'm gonna have a husband one day. I'm gonna have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want
Get
my
it.
kids, to be like, oh, look at my mama's nipples. I don't know. That's just how I felt. Like,
No, I definitely get that because like even myself, I would think of like, eventually when I find my husband, um, at the
he
wedding,
coming.
I'm like, do I kiss in front of my parents? Oh my gosh.
No, right. I think about that stuff too. Like, I have a friend that got married, and when they take what's it called? That's on your thigh,
Mm-hmm.
under your dress. That was a whole moment, and I was like, your daddy was over there, and he was, I don't know.
I
I'm very,
know.
yeah.
It,
I think about my parents and my family, and I was like, I want to be as respectful as I can, basically.
no, absolutely. I agree with that. I'm such a daddy's girl, so I don't know what I'm
Me
doing.
too. Me too.
It's just like, what do you do? Like, I'm like, Daddy, I think the card, there's something I left in the car. Please go get it.
Not at the wedding, child. He could be like, what?
I can't do it. I cannot at all.
I understand. I feel you.
Now, I'm wondering, so are you similar to your character Willow, or are you the complete opposite?
Mm, I think a lot of Willow has always been inside of me, but it took some time to come out.
Mhm.
I'll say, like, Willow is very bold. She's going
Yes.
to say what she wants. No matter who she's around or where she is, she's going to say how she feels. And that took a while for me. Like, I definitely spent a lot of my time being worried about what people think.
Mhm.
And I think Willow does not care about what anybody thinks. And I really admire that about her. She also, like, she has fun in college. And it's one
Mhm.
of my biggest regrets. I didn't really have a lot of fun in college because I feel like I took it way too seriously. Like, literally, I did not leave any room for a social life. I was like, I want to be an actor. I'm very serious about getting my BFA. Like, it was like, so, but when I look back on it, I'm not kidding. No cap. I don't think I can count on both hands how many times I went out all 4 years.
Girl. I mean, well, I feel like this is your second chance at college. You at least played
Oh, definitely.
college, girl.
Definitely. Grad school. We're here. Like,
Oh my
I'm in
God.
college again.
Well, I can definitely tell you I did not have that experience.
Oh, you had fun. You had
I was
fun.
I was outside with the mini skirt and the boots and the little corset and no jacket
Okay.
in, in Albany like this. It's probably, I don't know if you know anything about New York City,
Oh,
but
yeah, that's where I live. I live in New
oh,
York.
okay, yes, and from upstate. Yeah, Albany is cold.
Nice.
It'd be 10 degrees. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
well, we out here. We going to the party.
But you woke up the next day and you said we had a time. That's what you said. We had a time last night.
Exactly. We definitely did. Those college days, you just can't relive them.
I wish. I wish.
But you're reliving it through Willow, like vicariously
Yeah,
through her. Like I get it.
for sure. Yeah, yeah, I am.
Now what is or do you have a favorite moment on set? Because you work with a crew of like comedian, just like fun loving girls. Like, what is your favorite moment?
Honestly, can I name something from season one?
Absolutely. It's
Yes.
the same show.
Okay. My favorite moment was working with Sherry Shepherd. I literally all day I was like, okay, you just be cool, like,
Hmm.
because I love Sherry. I've always been a fan of her. I think she is um one of the best women comedians out there. I always have, and so I really wanted to do a great job. And it was such a memorable, like, day on set for me because I did my job. And afterwards, she was just like, you really are funny, like really funny.
I
I was
love
like,
that.
thank you. She was like, no, I'm serious. Like, I don't just give out compliments. I said, oh, I know. Like, I can sense. Like, thank you. I take this very seriously. So, working with Sherry was a dream. She has definitely become a mentor of mine, and I am so grateful to have her on my side.
Oh my God, no, that's great. She is amazing. I love her. I love her show.
Yes, yes.
I'm so happy for her too. Like,
I'm so
I
happy
feel
for
like
her.
it was time for her to have a show.
No, it's her time. It's her time for sure.
And she is taking full advantage of that. I can't wait. I want to actually go to the audience.
Oh, it's really fun. You should go. It's so fun.
I love that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Now, just getting a little bit back to your character, I just want to say that I love your character Willow. To
Oh,
me, it brings like a very refreshing girl that I can really relate to, like a Black girl with the attitude, with the boldness, with the funniness, and also, the hustle. She hustled her way to get that jacket.
right.
This is transactional.
No, yeah. It's my favorite part about Willow too. I definitely wanted her to be authentic. I think it's important to see authentic Black people
Yes.
on screen at PWIs. I think
Oh.
more of us have the experience of attending PWIs than anything else. So like that doesn't mean we aren't ourselves though. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm very happy that I was allowed to be my full self.
No, definitely, because I feel like I can relate to that character. Like,
Yeah.
this is me, like, sometimes I'm like this type of Black girl, but then sometimes I'm this other type of Black girl. I love to see the different types on TV. And then also, like,
Same.
come on, your natural hair, let's go.
Oh, thank you. No, listen, Miss Roxanne gets me together every trip. No, that was a big part too. Like I was like, I'm not straightening my hair. And they're like, no, no, we love your girls. I was like, no, I'm never like I want Willow to wear her natural hair. So I love that they embrace that as well. I think it's really cool to see all of us, all the Black women on the show have different hairstyles, and I love it.
Yeah, no, honestly, I love your hairstyles that you do. Then I'm like, maybe I could do that. Usually I have my hair natural as well. You just caught me on a straight day.
No, I love a straight day. Hold on, wait, don't do it like that. I'm just saying, I love a straight day, but like I think that's what I wanted for Willow
Yes.
specifically. Yeah, yeah.
Now, how do you select your roles? Is there like a process that you go through where it's just like, I'm going to do this or do that? Because, acting, I can imagine, is a cutthroat industry. So, how do you
Yeah.
select those roles?
I think in the beginning when I first started working with my manager, I like accepted any audition because I just needed a job. Like I literally needed to eat and pay my rent. And it wasn't until I took a second to be like, wait, I know this sounds really cheesy, but like Chadwick Boseman was a big influence in my life because he was very intentional,
Okay, yes.
very intentional about the roles that he took. And I want to make sure that I'm intentional about the different kind of Black women that I'm representing on screen. And I also had to realize that me as a person, I don't want to compromise who I am
Okay.
just for the sake of a check. And so I always think about like, is this something I enjoy? Is this a character that I feel like challenges me?
Mhm.
And is this someone that I ultimately respect? Do I respect the character or do I respect what the overall story is trying to get at? And so like as long as I'm not compromising myself or my values, I do it.
I love that. And you are so right. Chadwick definitely, so you could tell he handpicked those roles. Every role
Yeah,
he had was just like empowering to the Black community and
absolutely.
everything.
Absolutely.
Oh yes, definitely. So
No, yeah, I read something that said his agent said that he turned down more auditions than any other client she ever had. That's how intentional he was. He was like, no, not gonna do that.
yeah,
But he was still blessed. Saying no doesn't mean you're gonna not like do what you're supposed to do on earth. I think
Mhm.
you're just selective and you're intentional. And I think it's important to be serious about what you're put on earth to do.
Absolutely. And he gave us Black Panther, and that was amazing. I
Mhm.
did see the sequel. Did you see the sequel?
No, don't tell me that. Wait, wait, wait. I know I'm late. I don't need your judgment. No, no, I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Yes, you gotta go. It was very, very, very good. I can see you honestly as something like that.
Please. Okay, can we put that out there? You
We
hear that,
are.
guy? Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. What? I feel like, I'm not an actress, but I think it's like once you get that Marvel check, oh my gosh, girl, you are gonna eat.
Yeah, for sure. For life. You're gonna eat for life.
Why are they gonna be on Disney Plus? You're gonna have a spinoff, you're gonna do this. It's gonna be
Exactly.
everything.
Could we get the Marvel spinoff? No, I received that. I would love to do Marvel one day. It's definitely on my list.
Do you have a dream role or like a dream director or actress that you would want to work with?
Hands down, Regina King.
Ooh,
I
that's
would love
great.
her to be my director, and I would love to play opposite of Regina King. I think there's no one box that you could put Regina King in. I think she could do it all. And also, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I grew up saying that it was both Regina King and Regina Hall. Like, I call them the Reginas because to me,
Uh-huh.
they embody everything that I want to be. Like, I want to be funny. Like, I want to make you
Yes.
laugh, and I want to make you cry. And like, I think they're both great leaders, and they have paved the way for so many Black women like me in entertainment. But yes, if I could work with both of them, yes.
Listen, I feel like we are manifesting things in this conversation. I would love to see all these brown baddies on the screen.
For sure. Let's make it happen. You
And
trying
I
to be a
can
producer? I mean, come on. Can we
we could do this. We'll make it work. And I can really see how you gravitate towards Regina Hall as well. Because like imagine her, remember her in Scary Movie 2.
Yes,
Was
yes, yes.
hilarious. Like, how can you be so beautiful and funny like that?
Yeah,
What a
she
talent.
literally is hilarious. Like, I'm like, there's nothing she can't do at all.
Absolutely. So I'm wondering what is next for Renika?
Hmm. Next for Renika. Well, I'm really excited about being a part of the New Amsterdam Legacy. I'm on their final season, season 5. I'm very excited about that. But what's next for me? I'm honestly just focusing on wellness, spiritual wellness, mental wellness, physical wellness,
Yes.
and like being ready and open for whatever is next for me, like preparing for what's next. Because we
Hmm.
don't always know what's next, right? But we have to be ready for it. And so I'm preparing my mind, body, and spirit for whatever God has for me.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited about your regular role on the Sex Life of College Girls and for you to be on Amsterdam. So I'm gonna check that out. I haven't checked it out yet, but I will since you are in it.
Aw, thank you.
But I'm really excited. Thank you for coming to speak with me today. And I hope that when you get your next big role on TV or the movie screen, that you're gonna come right back to Urban News and we can chop it up.
No, for sure. Yes, please, because we need a recap. We're gonna need a recap. Like, remember when I talked to you during
Yes,
season 2, and update for sure.
absolutely. That sounds amazing. Well,
Thank
thank you
you so
so much.
much. I really enjoyed you.
You too.
Thank you.